build any extra, I don't know, oomph for you? I mean, does it mean something to you for you to go head to head against a guy that you worked for before?
I don't put much thought into it. We're just trying to get ready for the next team. This week it's Florida. They're well coached. They're well talented. And they're well schooled in what they try to do. They've done a nice job getting off to a 3-0 start. That's the next challenge for us, is try to slow them down. And we have them at our house on Saturday, so we look forward to the challenge.
How similar what you've seen on film from what Charlie's doing with Florida is that to what he did at
there's visions of what he did, but he's progressed 5 years later since I've progressed. Also as I've progressed 5 years later. He ran an offense 3 years in college. After I left, he ran an NFL offense after we departed. So. He's changed, evolved. He does what his talent can do. Right now they have two great tailbacks. They found ways to get both of them on the field at the same time. Number 1, 28. So they're just smart because they use the skills that they have.
Is that maybe the biggest difference, that he's got maybe a different skill set? And we talk about all this speed at Florida.
I'm just the observer breaking them down. So. I'm not in his mind, so I don't know what he thinks, but what I see is a well-executed offense, well-schooled offense, as I knew it would be when I turned on the film. And we have good respect for what they can do, and our challenge is to find a way to slow them down.
I was reading something the other day that said maybe your sort of appreciation for the 3-4 maybe came out of that experience at Notre Dame, that you were in a 4-3 there, and that it's hard to recruit those kind of defensive linemen, that you need to make that fly. Maybe is that true?
No, it didn't have a whole lot to do with Notre Dame. It was when I took the year off and studied the game a little bit more, and then got back in at Marshall, adapting to talent, studying schemes. The trend of the game is a little bit more. There's more and more teams that are in 34-based defenses, where they can adapt more easily to versatile, wide-open, attacking offenses that can use multiple hybrids on offense. And that's really what Florida does, is they move guys all over the place, creating the different spacings and formations with maybe 1 or 2 groupings of players. So they have multi-skilled players. And I think on defense, then you have to be somewhat the same. You have to be multi-skilled in the kind of guys you build on defense. So that's kind of what led it more than anything.
So does this scheme then, is it a good matchup with a team that tries to be so versatile on offense?
Oh, I think we can hold our own in that regard schematically. So yeah, we just like the ability to bring them all, drop them all, and it's hard to do that in a 4-down scheme and anything in between that you're trying to get done. But we've used many 4-down packages already this year, just because we've played some teams that were content upon trying to bone us up and pound us, so we had to get bigger and maybe even move Ridge to the outside backer in an 8-man front spacing. So, we've tried to use versatility of our own and different guys who bring different strengths. And but this is an offense that they could play the whole game with one grouping and hold their own, because all their kids are multi-skilled and knowledgeable in the jobs that those skills would enhance or would bring out.
You talk about multi-skilled. How have you guys prepared against all those players like Rainey and Burton, especially in the Wildcat formation?
Oh, you just got to make sure that your gap sound. You got to make sure that you can control who gets the ball. In some ways you can somewhat direct who do you want to keep the ball and who do you want to not have the ball. And whenever 1 or 28 has it, or even 8 has it, they're just running backs with the ball. And they took the handoff, or they took the snap from center. So it's not always being handed to them. They're either dual reading somebody else, or they're keeping the ball. So, and the reason this team would be a Wildcat type team is because they're truly in a mindset now where they no longer want their quarterback, like a Tebow, carrying the ball. So they just say, okay, you go play wide out, now you go run the read zone. So it's versatility to the defense and versatile to the offense, but it's in reality an attempt to use their skills wisely, and also at the same time not use their skills of their quarterback to do things that he may take unnecessary hits on and things like that. This is the type of quarterback that Coach Weiss likes, You know, a guy that just basically is a good thrower, a good solid runner, but he's a thrower. And you want to do those things to protect those guys.
Is it fair to say Charlie's not on your Christmas card list?
I don't have any comment on that. You know, I'm just getting ready for Florida. This is a big game for both programs. They're on a roll. We're trying to regroup, trying to start league play with a clean slate.